which I was going to bring to. Thank you, Aiden, for jumping it or saying it right here. Should we blow this roster up? Do you think we should blow this up, man? Because I've been
So
thinking about this for like a while. People are
I've
telling me
been
yes. People are telling me no. Give me your opinion on this.
see, I've been thinking about this too, and here's my 2 cents about it now. Okay, when I was in the heat of this, of course my emotion got to me, and I was like, yes, like blow this thing up. Trade Joel, like trade James Harden. It wasn't really trade Joel. It was just I was really disgusted with Joel. But trade James Harden, trade all these assets, and then those types of things, and keep Maxey and keep Embiid, even though I was really frustrated with Joel.
Yeah.
And now my mind has sort of changed in a sense because James Harden, as ticked off as I was with how he played in that second round, I do have to still say that when he wants to be a really good player, he can be. And when you look at free agency, I didn't want to go for Kyrie. I didn't want to go for, some of these star players like Fred VanVleet. Like Fred VanVleet, in my opinion, is not James Harden. So we're stuck. And I hate being stuck. It feels like we're in our own box, if you will, or we just can't make it out of the second round. You ever play a game where you just get stuck on the same level and you just can't pass it?
Yeah.
That's how I feel like with the Sixers team because we just can never get out of the second round. And I don't blame people for being upset about that because it's just happened over and over and over again, and it breaks your heart. Now, What do I think that they should do? It is really tough because I believe that I want to get rid of James Harden and I want to get rid of Toby. The problem is that if we're going to rebuild this thing, I want to do it the right way. Think about the Flyers, for instance. Like, Chuck Fletcher's like let go, but, they bring in guys in the organization that know hockey, that know what they're doing. And finally, they're building from the draft. Like they're getting rid of players that they should have gotten rid of a long time ago. There's people that are in the front office that should have never been in the front office with Chuck Fletcher. And the same thing has to happen with the Sixers. If they really care about, doing this the right way, I do think it is important for them to try. If they want to blow this up, they have to do it the right way, and they have to build from the draft. And I still feel like that I still want Joel Embiid. Like, I still want Tyrese Maxey. But I also understand that you have a window here, and you have to make the most out of it. And I feel like that right now, the organization obviously is not going to blow it up. But would I blow it up? I would think about it.
So, I don't know if you watched the Daryl Morey interview on 97.5 Fanatic, or you listened to it, right? So,
Yep.
He was talking about like all these players. He wasn't talking about the 2023 season as much. He was talking more about the 2024 season. So if you look at our bench and what their salaries are, Patrick Beverley on a 1-year deal. We got all these players. Montrezl Harrell, 1-year deal. Mo Bamba on a 1-year deal. D'Anthony Melton on a 1-year deal. Daniel House Jr. on a 1-year deal. So he's trying to build up for the 2024 offseason because we're going to have 2 max slots open. We're going to have 2 max slots open. So he's going to look at Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby, or Klay Thompson. So I honestly think we're not going to blow it up. I think we're going to take a gap year. I hate saying that, but I'm going to say it again. We are taking a gap year. Look at the money we got. Look at all these players getting 1-year deals off the bench. Tobias Harris, expiring deal. James Harden about to get traded, it looks like. So it's just like, it's a matter of time. And now PJ Tucker has been linked to the James Harden trade talks to the Clippers. So he's trying to empty out contracts. That PJ Tucker contract, gone. Harden contract, gone. So I honestly think we're taking a gap year. because of that.
Understand. I
I
don't
hate it.
understand like why the whole signing of PJ Tucker happened in the first place. Well, actually, let me take that back. They paid him way too much money.
Yeah.
Like 3 years, $39 million. It's one thing to bring a veteran in, that understands how to win, and that can be somebody that rallies the troops, if you
Yep.
will, on like a minimal contract. You're paying him $39 million for 3 years. That's way too much money. And like, good for PJ for taking the money, obviously, but like, you can't be doing that, man. Those types of moves have to be made somewhere else. And if you're going to get caught tampering, like, that's what makes it even worse because you lost a draft pick.
We have a first round next year, but we don't have a second because of that.
Exactly.
We have a first round pick next year.
Yes.
And you did bring up a point about draft, right? You did bring up that point. So, when was the last time we had a good draft pick? Maxey? Embiid?
2020.
We're not good at drafting.
No.
We are not good at drafting at all. Oh, yeah,
We
by
lucked-
the way, we let
We lucked out with
McDaniels
Tyrese
go.
Maxey.
Huh?
We lucked out with Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah. And then, by the way, with Jalen McDaniels, right? We traded Thibault and a second round pick to get McDaniels. Then we let him go. And then now he's on Toronto Raptors.
Yep.
With all those 6'8", 6'9" wings with those lanky arms that can play both sides of the floor.
Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Don't forget that Danny Ainge also flinched. Also with the whole Paul Reed stuff, man. Like he fleeced us too. Again.